Hey there, knife fans. Love Them Knives channel. LTK here to talk to you. Oh, I had a viewer made a comment saying, what does LTK mean? So just in case you don't know, L for love, T for them, and K for knives. Just saying. Woo! Okay. Now we're going to get off the short bus and we're going to talk about ZON. ZON Knives Company. And of course, this is Stedman. So this is the C02. ZKC C02, Stedman design. And so what's the ZON label for? Good question. Actually, my understanding from talking to some people is that these knives are made in the same facility as the Stedman knives. But, you know, this is kind of like Kershaw and ZT in a way that it's the same parent company. It's a different brand because these are more of their affordable knives. Oh, I guess we got prints. As you can see, it's a satin grind. As maybe you could see the fingerprints all over the satin grind. Stonewash on the flats. Can we get some light on this subject? I don't know if we're getting too much, not enough. I can't get anything adjusted these days, I swear to God. So, there you go. There's their insignia. There's the stonewash. There's the satin grind. It's 440C stainless. I got it. I got the jade. You know, you can get them in green and you can get them in orange and black. I can't remember all the colors, but these are G10 scales. It's kind of interesting. You got kind of this little dip here in the middle of the scale. These are not as big as, hold on, where'd I put that dog? Here you go. Here's another ZON, ZKC. This is the DO1. Okay, it's a flipper. This is the C02. It's a liner lock flipper. Let's hope I don't break this open. Oof. Just got the Band-Aid off. I'm trying to get it to air off. Oh my God. Everybody's been telling me their cut finger stories now that I did mine and I had the Band-Aid on for a while. They're just like, dude, I slaughtered myself 2 weeks ago. You know, everybody's got a story. And I guess it's the badge of honor. So this is the C02. This is the DO1. This is bigger than this. This is a 4-inch blade. This is like 3.5. But maybe we had to check that out. Well, that looks 3 3/4 to me. And 8.5 overall. 21.5 centimeters and almost 10 centimeters. It's 3 3/4. This dog is like a full 4. Let's get the tip of it seated. Yeah, that's 4, and you know what? It's 4 to the furthest forward, part of the scale here. Just really close. Interesting, huh? So they're different sizes. Not a lot. Not a lot. So why did they make this when they already got this? Good question. It's interesting. It's a little bit different blade grind, blade shape. I mean, it's somewhat similar in kind of being a modified sheep's foot. But these are both, more on their inexpensive line of knives. If you want to go down that route and say inexpensive, I think these run in the $50-something range. I was trying to find this on, they're sold by like, I don't know, Knife Center or whoever, Blade HQ. They sell Stedman. But this particular CO2 model, I only found in one place. I found it on DHgate. I imagine they're going to be in the U.S. distributed by the normal sources, but right now this was it. So $66.89 on DHgate. That's what I caught. And you know, here's your specs in millimeters, weight, and a picture of it. Strange that I didn't find one. You know, you can find these, but and these are liner lock. I'm gonna try and be easy on my thumb here. But yeah, I mean, they flip great. They've got bearings. They're both of them really nice. They come centered. Lockup is fairly early on this one. Let's see what they're like on this dog. Yeah, pretty early on both of them. They're a liner lock, of course. And, you know, this is all steel, G10. It's really nice. I mean, G10 doesn't mark up. I mean, when you get these titanium frame lock flippers and all that kind of stuff, my big problem is they mark up real easy. So as far as just a carry knife to just throw in your pocket and go, well, these are good. This is 440C steel. They're nice and sharp. They're perfectly centered. There's no blade play. I checked them for blade play before I did this, but, you know, right there, nothing. No lock, rock. You know, they really are. They float free on those bearings. They flip great. The detent's just right. You know, it's pretty strong detent, but not overwhelmingly strong. It's just really right. It really is good. I did a video on these already. I think I had a blue one and a orange or brown or something. It's been months ago. But I got this one all over again. I sold them off, but I got this one all over again as a comparison model. You know, this pivot's different than these are. This one is, you know, like for your Torx. And on this side, it's very plain. You know, you got two screws on your pocket clip, and the pocket clip's not outlandishly, you know, it's strong, but it's not deep carry. You can only go right hand tip up, but it's not overwhelming the design of the knife, and I like it. You got these little cutouts here, over here, milled areas here. You've got texture. You've got a lanyard hole. It's an open kind of lanyard hole. You've got a minimum of hardware here, and it's an open design, so you can clean it out real easy. You've got jimping on the flipper tab, and it's very nicely rounded. Well, it was stonewashed before it got ground, you know, so you got no problems there. And this is nice. This gives you some grip here. Gives you some grip here. You got grip here. So when you hold on to it, you know, you're making contact here, you're making contact here, maybe a little even here. Depends on how big your hands are. Let's check this out for, it's supposed to be 4mm. Come on, baby. Yeah, so 0.16, yeah, 4mm, 0.16 of an inch, 4mm. Yeah, let's see if we can get ourselves over this. So the fat part of the scale, which we're having a hard time negotiating, so this will grab the widest part, 14.38 millimeters at 5.5, 5.6. So that's not bad. Let's check this one out. Yeah, about the same, 5.76. So this is really pretty much the same. This one, you know, these ZKCs, this is the DL1. These are a bigger knife, longer knife, but I mean, they have that contrasting backspacer, which kind of weirded me out. they've done away with that. So this is kind of nice because you don't have to, there's just some guys that don't like that, and I couldn't decide how I felt about it. I kind of would prefer it all one deal, but I know they've been doing, you know, these are not the only guys, Stedman's not the only guys doing this. You know, you saw it on The Link from House of Blades. That was a contrast backspacer. Spyderco's done it on some of theirs. You know, whatever. So it's something that they do. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure I'm really up with that. But this works because this is just open. It's a little bit smaller knife. You see? So, you know, it's more pocketable. You know what? Let's do the weight. See what we got here. I mean, you know, even though that's G10 and that G10's fairly light, it still feels like something. You know, it doesn't feel that. Yeah, 4.6. Crap. Let me give you some grams on that. 132, 133, somewhere in there. 4.7. Let's do this one. The ZON. So just a couple of tenths over. So this is pretty damn light for as big as this thing is. I mean, this thing, what was the other one? I'll bet this is all of 9 inches. Yeah, it is. It's all of 9 inches. So yeah, much bigger than this one. I've had the Stedman Bastion at one time, and that's all tie, and the prices come down on that. I don't know if they're still available, but I mean, they make some really cool, you know, titanium frame lock flippers. And then they make these, which I really like these. These are a good value for the money in the $50-something range. Well, I guess it was 60-something on this deal. Let me grab a piece of paper. And wow. I mean, to tell you, they're sharp. They cut good. So, you know, 440. Hey, there's another company that uses a lot of 440. Ganzo, Firebird. Yeah. So, nothing wrong with that. It used to be the stuff 30 years ago or so. Wow, I'm dating myself. But one thing I couldn't figure out is look at the flipper tab. See that? See the little circle there? Maybe you guys can help me out with that because I've been kind of puzzling over that. And it would have been nice if I got 2 of these knives I could compare. But this is raised. I mean, you can feel it with your fingernail. This little circle there is raised. You know, it looks like they milled out the flipper tab and then plugged it. I mean, that's what it looks like. But maybe it's just a machine mark. But I'm not sure what you were doing with that. I don't get that. I mean, normal flipper tabs, if you look at them, they're just part of the blade. Why would you have that? So, I don't know. I'm spending too much time puzzling on that. But that is really odd to me. I mean, it's not like they planted a logo in there or anything. It just seems strange. It really does. It's freaking me out. In any case, no, they flip great. And I'm taking way too much of your time. But, you know, I like the double screws on the pocket clip. You know, it really stabilizes it. It keeps it from moving around. But this one is screwdriver, you know, friendly. So maybe if you like the bigger ones, 4-inch blades, screwdriver friendly and budget friendly, really. I mean, you know, I know they're running the $60-something range, but that's not, I don't think that's a bad price at all. I really don't. not with the bearings. Good flipping action. Good quality materials. Very sharp blade, centered. No blade plate, no lock rock. Good company. They make high-end knives. This is the lower end. This is about it. I like them. I took a shine to them. I got into the ZKC because I had the Stedemon Bastion. I didn't have the Deep Sea Giant. And then they had the Deep Sea Monster, Deep Sea Giant, Stedemon Bastion. Those are the three full tie, frame lock, high end that I'm familiar with. And then this is part of their more affordable line. But, as far as grab and go carry knives, I really am attracted to these. The weight's just right. I love this translucent jade. I like this when I got a field bodega from Todd Begg. He had this available. That was the first knife I had with this translucent green jade. And then I had it on, I think that was the other color I had on this, on the ZKC. And then this ZKC C02, ZKC D01. I kind of like it. And maybe it's, I don't know, because it's kind of almost translucent. So it's fun in that regard, but it's fascinating. I won't puzzle over it any longer. But, I'll tell you what, you get the bigger knife, actually, you get a box. I mean, it's decent. I mean, this one just comes in this nothing. And I don't even think they give you any paperwork. No, nothing. I mean, I think there was a little plastic bag. That was it. So that's minimalist. This was a little bit more out there, but no paperwork. I mean, but it at least had a little plastic thing and a fitted box with magnets on the front, that kind of thing. So, and they're they ain't that different in price. So it's just a matter of size, weight, and design with this open back spacer. This one's awful hard to not like. This one I do like, I really do. And I usually like bigger carry, but if I was gonna throw something in my pocket right now and head out the door, probably be this one between the two. Of course, when you have a bunch of knives, you spend all day trying to figure out which knife you're gonna carry. I know which one, pair of pants I'm gonna wear, t-shirt, no problem, boom. I spend more time thinking about which knife I'm gonna put in my pocket. Do you have that illness? It's called knife addiction. It's freaky. I mean, I'll sit there, and have you ever turned around before walking out the door and go, no, I think I'm gonna carry the other one? Ever done that? Traded just before? I've done that. I'm going, I'm going to carry this knife. Then I double think it, and I turn around and grab the other knife that I was, jeez. Forget about it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your patience. But this, I'm liking it. I got crap all over this blade. Now it'll make it even worse. There you go. Completely schmutz it up. That's what they get for giving me satin blades. Well, nobody gave me this. I bought it. But, I really like the Stedemon line. I really do. I'm using this finger to knock that because this thumb is going to break open. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Keep loving them knives because that's what we do.